After all, that's the best part about energy. Your relationship with yourself, your relationship with the universe is the most important relationship. That is where we want to go. There is this sense of negativity coming from someone you love. But wherever you go, no, your mind is always going with you. So somewhere you have to work on your mind. That their relationship with their parents was not good. Their relationship with their partners is also not good. I'm doing so much, still I'm not seeing the result. Perhaps you have forgotten that you have a very powerful tool with you. Every person wishes that they have positive people around them. Sometimes when you're not feeling good and you have somebody positive and cheerful around you, you definitely feel like you're fortunate that somebody's spirit is inspiring you to not give up on yourself and your dreams. But sometimes this may not be the case. For a lot of people, they may not have a very positive environment at home. And because people in the house may not be very positive, sometimes there's a frustration that comes in. A person kind of feels that there is no place where they can go, where they can just be, where they can just have someone tell them everything is going to be okay. What I want to tell you is, remember, you don't have to depend on anyone. Of course, we would like to have very cheerful, happy, positive people around us, encouraging people. But supposing, first of all, you don't have someone like that in your life, don't think you're missing out. Don't think you're unlucky. Your relationship with yourself, your relationship with the universe is the most important relationship. There is, a sweetness, a sense of bliss and well-being that you will experience when you start spending time with yourself in silence. See, silence is not the same as loneliness. Loneliness is a negative feeling. It's coming from a memory sitting inside the subconscious mind where you feel you're alone, there is no one for you. But you see, silent sitting, on the other hand, empowers you. It helps you understand that you're a powerful being. You come from a sense of empowerment where you begin to trust yourself, you begin to trust the flow of life. That is where we want to go. However, coming back to dealing with a negative situation or environment. See, the first thing I will suggest is, supposing you are being physically harmed in any way, whether it's a relationship with your partner, or it could be maybe someone else in the house, and you feel that it's not safe for you to be in that space and environment, then please do not hesitate. You need to protect yourself first. Because physically being harmed is not a good space to be in. You have every right to protect yourself, and you can take that decision for yourself. Until you don't work on your energy, until you don't take care of your own energy and vibration, being in that space may not be helpful to you. However, if the harm is not the concern, yet, there is this sense of negativity coming from someone you love. That is what we want to deal with more in this video. The first thing I want you to understand is, the greatest metaphysical truth that can change your life is this. Until you see a problem in someone else, until you notice negativity in someone else, to some degree and proportion, at least you have it in you. And you may not have it to the extent of 100%, right? But you still have it in you. Nothing in our life, including behavior from someone, is happening by chance. It's not happening because universe wants to punish you, because universe doesn't like you. It happens because we are all carrying karmic memories, debts, patterns. Somewhere, this relationship with this person, this negativity you're experiencing in your relationship with someone, including in your environment, is coming here to teach you some lesson. There is some growth, some spiritual lesson yet to be experienced by you. Until that lesson is not learnt, until you are not making the most of that opportunity to clean up your own energy, situation may not change, environment may not change. See, I know a lot of people who will go away from that environment. But wherever you go, your mind is always going with you. So you will attract another person like that. So many people who tell me that their relationship with their parents was not good. They got married, same thing is being repeated. Their relationship with their partners is also not good. So somewhere you have to work on your mind. You have to work on your energy. You have to work on your vibration. You have to understand we have all come into this world because we have to work on ourselves. If you didn't have to work on yourself, you wouldn't be here. You see, God and the universe is giving us an opportunity to clean up our past, to go back clean slate. So, if you really want to make the most of this opportunity called life given to you, take it like this, that every negative experience, including a negative environment in your home, is there to teach you, is here to help you to grow, to transform yourself and live your best life. So do not feel, oh, I'm unlucky, I'm limited by this environment. No. You have 100% power to come out of it. Now let's discuss how. First of all, if it's a loved one, obviously you're concerned for them. Maybe their behavior, maybe their addictive patterns, maybe their attitude is not right, and you know that they should be changing their ways. Talk to them. Express your ideas to them. Let them get your thoughts every day. Now, even if they don't understand and they say, don't explain things to me, I don't want to hear anything from you, speak nicely. Because you see, if you speak in a nice manner, you speak patiently, even if they reject your ideas, at night when they sleep, their subconscious mind will repeat what you said to them. But the moment you get personal with them, the moment you start pointing out their mistakes every day and say, you do this, you do that, you are like that, I am suffering because of you, the moment you say these things to them, they get defensive. Their subconscious mind will go on the back foot now. Now, even if your thoughts were right, the way you said them, the way you expressed them was not right. So now, what is happening? You're trying to help them and you feel I'm trying to correct them, but they're not accepting that correction. Simply because they feel you're trying to point out their mistakes. Nobody wants to be told I'm wrong. So, handle them more tactfully. If you keep pointing out their faults, no one will want to change. They will also feel demoralized, demotivated. They feel useless and worthless. See, any person who's unhappy, is negative, is because they're suffering in their mind. There is something, there is a pain, there is a memory which is troubling them. Many times they are not aware of this problem only. But you see, you should understand now, if you're watching this video, you become conscious of this fact. Anyone who is suffering and makes other people suffer is because there is some emptiness inside them. There is something missing and they don't know what that missing factor is. They are not happy with their life. So you have to actually try to help them. Speak nicely to them. Think of it like a parent. See, tomorrow your child falls into wrong company. You don't want to give up on that child. You understand that, okay, whatever has happened, I have to bring my child back. I cannot lose my child. Have this attitude in your close relationships. You see, anyone in your house who you care for, don't give up on them mentally. And physically, when you're around them, try to speak calmly. Don't keep pointing out faults and mistakes. If you feel they're doing something wrong, you don't agree with it, tell them, I don't agree with you. This is my opinion, but we can discuss this. So somewhere let them know that they deserve to be treated well despite their faults. Because at the end of the day, if you give them that respect and value, no matter what their behavior is towards you, you speak to them calmly. I'm not saying that, you have to tell them, oh, you can speak whatever way you want with me. But somewhere, let that respect be maintained in the relationship. If that respect is maintained, they will change. And at the subconscious level, the change will start to happen. So, do not give up on a negative behavior from a family member or a person. Behaviors change. I want to tell you this, that situations change, environment can change. Wherever I've seen, even one person in the house determined that I will have a positive environment, that person's energy begins to influence other people. But if you don't come from that positive vibration and you go and talk to someone, they will not understand. They will in fact misunderstand you because your energy is not strong enough. So my point is only this, start working on your energy, your words, your feelings. If you constantly feel nothing is going to change, oh, this is a hopeless thing, this person is never going to change, my husband will never change, my wife will never change. What is your energy? What are you coming from? How's your vibration? With this vibration, how will you bring about change? So you have to come from a point of peace. Practice it, my dear friends. I know that from day one, it is easier said than done. It's not going to be easy for you too. It's difficult to deal with negative behavior and to work on yourself. But remind yourself, People have changed their lives when they work on their energy and their mind. So you too understand the power of your mind. Read something positive every day. So many wonderful books on mind power. I have been sharing on this channel so many wonderful books for you to read. Pick up any one book and keep reading a few pages every day. You see how you start understanding your own power, power of your mind, power of your energy. You need to be empowered. You need to come from that space of power that I can change my life. I can make my home, my house more positive. That power must come from you. Another very important thing, and it's a life-changing practice, especially to deal with negative behavior. Pray for the person. Sometimes we underestimate the power of prayer. When things are not in your hands, many times you feel, I'm doing so much, still I'm not seeing the result. Perhaps you have forgotten that you have a very powerful tool with you. It's called prayer. Pray for that person. Every day when you sleep at night, think of it, that person is somewhere unwell. That is why that person is so negative. That is why that person is so rude, so mean. That is why that person is giving you this behavior. So you want to pray for the happiness of that person. Pray to God every day. God, you take care of this person. You give him wisdom. You give her wisdom. You give him or her your love. Let them feel your protection. You speak through them. You do through them. You think through them. You behave through them. Help them, God. They need your help. Pray for your loved ones every day. Pray for people in your home. Let God take over the situation. Because wherever your mind stops, your imagination stops, there God's power starts. Include this person in your prayers and you do your best. See, whatever you can do in your capacity to make the person feel more positive, you do. But at the end of the day, leave the situation in the hands of God. God's power within you, divine energy within you will take care of the situation. You will receive some guidance. You will feel like this universal energy and power is letting you know what you're supposed to do. You will not lose your mental balance. And when you don't lose your mental balance, you feel more powerful. Your energy is purified. Trust me, whoever is around you in your house also, they will start feeling, thinking, doing differently. And that I can say for sure. Because every day when I talk to people, one of them will tell me, Doctor, this has changed my life. Thinking positive has changed my life. My husband's changed, my wife's changed, my kids have changed, my parents have changed. All of them are only proving one point. When we don't give up on ourselves, when we hold on to the vision of what we want, then situations change. After all, that's the best part about energy. Energy is alive, it's constantly changing. So today, if the situation in your home is not good, today if you're dealing with negative behavior, if a family member is not positive, remember things can change. Continue to pray for them. Make sure you're mindful of the words you use with them. And you see how, as you work on yourself, they will get better. And your home is going to be happy, healthy, beautiful. I hope this video inspires you to work on yourself, to never give up on any situation. Nobody knows enough to give up. Don't give up, and make sure you continue to connect with God and universal wisdom within you. This wisdom, this power will take you through the worst of situations in your life. Here's wishing you all the very best. Namaste.